Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Please, would you subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these yoga classes so you can keep updated with the weekly yoga classes that get released every Monday. I'd really appreciate it. My goal is reaching 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm on 133, so I've got still quite a few to go. But yeah, that's my goal for this year. Okay. So let's just sit up nice and tall, closing the eyes. Just draw your attention to your breath. You can do this lying down or sitting. It doesn't matter. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. And just be still, just feel your body from within. Just being quiet, being still. Feeling your inner energy field. Okay, well done. And then just open the eyes and let's lie down on our mat. So you're going to lie down. And taking both arms above your head, give your body a good stretch, pointing and flexing the feet. So you point the toes and then you push the heels away, pointing and flexing. Just feel those arms extending, feel them lengthening. Give yourself a good stretch. And then maybe just rotating the ankles one way and the other way. Well done. And bring both knees in towards your chest. Give them a good hug in. Gently rocking from side to side, easing out your spine. Remember to always listen to your body. Never force. Remember, I'm guiding you into your yoga poses. And then taking your left arm above your head. And just roll over to your left side, slowly coming up. And let's go into child's pose. So we're going to take the knees wide apart, big toes touching, and then just sliding your hands forward, bring your forehead down to your mat. Now, if your forehead doesn't reach your mat comfortably, just rest one forearm on top of the other and rest your forehead. Taking some deep breaths here and just letting your body just soften down and relax into this extended child's pose. And coming up onto all fours. Okay, and then you're going to just gently move the hands a little bit further forward. Spread the fingers wide, lift the hands, and just place the palm of your hands onto your mat, spreading those fingers wide. And we're going to do cat and cow. So your knees are about hip distance apart. And breathing in, looking up, belly down, and exhale, rounding that spine. Breathing in, looking up, and breathe out, rounding the spine. And just keep going, breathing in, looking up, and breathe out, rounding the spine. Just keep going, breathing in, looking up, breathe out and round your spine. And let's do one more. Breathe and look up. And breathe out, round the spine and just hold it here and breathe. Gently moving backwards and forwards, little movements. And maybe just dropping the hips a little bit lower here. And then just taking them back slightly and then dropping them a little lower. Squeezing those glutes and taking them back and squeezing and back. And last one and squeeze and back. Well done. And then come to center now and take your right foot back and dig the ball of your foot into mat, push into the heel. And then left foot back, plank pose. Remember, shoulders in line with your wrists and don't lift the buttocks up too high. It's a strong plank, thighs are strong. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do one more. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift your sitting bones up and move into your downward dog where you gently just walk the feet out on the spot, looking to the back of your mat, letting your head just relax. Drawing both heels down, and then we're going to breathe in, float to plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. And one more. And downward dog. Well done. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands towards your feet. Bend your knees. And let's come into a squat. Now remember, with your squat, you can bring your hands on the floor if you need to. Heels can be lifted. Or if you find it's easy and your hamstrings are okay and back is alright, you can drop the heels down. Use your elbows, push those knees out to the side. And then take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. And let's just hold it here for a few breaths. And then do a little shake from side to side. Bring your hands onto the floor. Let's straighten the legs, straighten the feet. Letting your arms hang, let your head hang. Breathe in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. Bring one hand onto the shin and the other hand, and then straighten those arms. And straighten your back. If you find you can't straighten your back, soften your knees a little bit here and flatten the back. Pull the low abdominals in. Pull that belly in. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Bring your hands on your hips. Bend your knees a little bit more. Round your spine. Slowly come up all the way. All done. Okay. So I'm going to face you. Feet are about hip distance apart. And we're going to breathe and take the arms up. And then as the arms come down, you're just going to lift your heels. Arms up. And exhale, lift those heels. And up. And exhale, lift the heels. And up. And exhale, lift and up and lift and up. And just keep going. So you breathe in when the arms come up and you breathe out when the arms come down. Let's do one more. And well done. And then just relax and maybe shake the legs out if you need to. Well done. Okay, now we're going to a goddess pose. So feet wide. And then just taking your feet slightly out to the sides, knees in line with the toes. And you're going to take the arms up. I'm just going to hold it here for a few breaths. Maybe you can drop a little bit lower. Keep that rib cage moving into the body. And just breathe. Sink those hips a little bit lower. Well done. Straighten the legs. Release the arms. Okay, then you're going to breathe in. Take those arms up. As you exhale, bend the knees. Well done. And let's do a little lift with the toes on the right and on the left. How are those thighs feeling? If you need to just straighten the legs and give the legs a little bit of a shake out, remember you want to feel a little bit of burn, but always listen to your body. Sometimes we feel a bit tired some days. Well done. Coming to center, drop those hips nice and low, and then straighten legs and knees. Just move your hips from side to side. Okay, breathing in, taking your arms up and bend those knees again. Now lift the toe, the heel, sorry, not the toes, the right and the left. Keep your rib cage moving into your body so you can feel your core nice and strong. If your arms get heavy, just bring them down, give them a shake, and take them up again. Remember to breathe. Well done. And bend those knees and drop those hips a little bit more. Straighten the legs and release the arms and shake the hips out. Good job. Well done. Okay. And then breathe in. Take the arms up and bend the knees. Now let's see. Let's see if I can do this one too. If you're going to lift both heels together and down and lift and down and lift and down and lift and down and lift and down and keep going. Remember to breathe. Let's do two more. Well done. And drop those hips as low as you can and straighten and release. Well done. Let's shake the arms out, shake the legs out. Good job. Making those legs nice and strong. Okay, taking those feet wide again. This time take your right foot out to 90 degrees so the heel's in line with that left arch. And maybe shuffle the foot a little bit further away so they're nice and wide. And then we're going to bend that right knee. Feel that thigh rotating outwards. I want you to use your right hand and pull that thigh outwards. And then just bring your left hand onto your hip. Turn your head, look the opposite direction. And then just straighten the leg and bend the knee. But pull that thigh outwards as much as you can. And straighten and bend and straighten and bend. If you need to, you just adjust your hand again and pull that flesh, that thigh muscle, that right thigh outwards. And straighten, and let's do one more and just hold the chair. And breathe. Hold on. And then straighten that leg. Bring that foot in to the other side. Bend the knee. Take your hand and pull that thigh muscle outwards. Other hand on your hip. Turn your head, look the opposite way. And then just straighten the leg. Bend and straighten. Just keep pulling that thigh. Bend and straighten. The first time I did this, I heard a lot of clicking and cracking. So be warned. And it shouldn't be sore. Well done. Straighten. And each time you can adjust your hand just to help pull that skin. And straighten. Let's do one more. And let's just hold the chair and breathe. Remember, you're looking in the opposite direction. Hold on, straighten and release. Bring that foot in. Take the right thigh out again. This time we're going to use the arms. You're going to breathe in, take your arms up, and then bend that right knee. So if your knee starts going over your ankle, just shuffle your feet a little wider. And now we're going to just lift the toes of that right foot and straighten the leg. And then bend and bring the toes down. Do that a couple times. Let's do it twice more. And last one. Hold on, straighten that leg, bring that foot in. Let's take the other foot out. Breathe in, take your arms up. Bend the knee. And then straighten, lift the toes. Bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And two more. Last one. Well done. Bring that foot in. Let's bring the hands on the hips. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to fold forward. Draw your lower abdominals in upwards. Float halfway, flat back. And then all the way, clasp both elbows and hang. And just breathe. Hands onto the floor. And if you can't reach, just bend your knees and place your hands onto the floor. Well done. Now we're going to walk the hands to the front of your mat and just step your foot back into downward dog, walking your feet out on the spot. Straddle the feet. Notice how your downward dog feels now compared to when we did it earlier on. Notice your hips. Drawing both heels down. And let's breathe and float to plank pose. Notice your plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. Breathe into plank. Breathe out, downward dog. And breathe in, plank. Breathe out, downward dog. And do one more. Well done, downward dog. Bring your knees to the floor. Let's take those knees wide apart, big toes touching. Bring your forehead down to your mat and let your body relax here. Remember, if your forehead does not reach comfortably, please place one forearm on top of the other and rest your forehead. Slowly coming up. And let's take the knees wide, feet wide, tuck your toes under, lift your knees off your mat into squat. Now I just want you to observe the difference between when we did the squat earlier to now. Hopefully it feels a little bit easier. And then just take a deep breath into your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. Just hold it for a bit here. Well done. Bring your hands onto the floor. Bring your knees down to the floor, big toes touching, and then bring your forehead down. Slowly coming up. And let's just take the hands behind us. But now if you can't do that, just place your hands onto your thighs. Remember, go gently. These are big muscles. We've just worked on them now. So go gently. If you find it easy and you can come down onto your forearms, you can do that. Or you can lie down all the way. But remember, don't force your body. If your knees are starting to lift and there's a major pull in those thighs, just go where it's easy, where it's comfortable, but you can still feel the stretch. Remember, you don't force the muscles. Slowly coming up, and then let's lie on our tummies now. Just bring one forearm on top of the other, resting your forehead, and just relax your feet, but move your hips from side to side. So this is a nice restoring movement. It calms down your nervous system. So it works on the vagus nerve. Just helps to relax the body. And make sure that your feet are relaxed. So we don't move the feet. The feet are relaxed. It's just the hips and it's a little sway. Well done. And then just relax your body now. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to push on your hands, come up, knees wide apart, big toes touching. Just make two fists, rest them one on top of each other, and rest your forehead onto the fists. And then just release the fists and bring your forehead down. And if you want, you can go into full child's pose. So sometimes I don't like this, especially if I find my tummy's not empty and it feels like it's a bit full. This is full child's pose where the knees are together. I prefer the extended child's pose, but you can experiment to see which one you prefer. So you bring your forehead down and your arms go by your sides. Slowly come up and let's come down on our mats now. Okay, so just bend your knees, hands onto the knees, lift your chest, and then tuck your tailbone under, but keep those shoulders back, rolling down, using your tummy muscles. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. Just give them a good hug in. So it'll rock from side to side. And then straighten your legs along the floor. Bring your arms by your sides, palms facing up, and just close your eyes. Draw your attention to your breath. Just feel your in-breath and feel your out-breath. Just being aware of how your body feels compared to when you started. And just take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. Let it go. Just be still and feel your body from within. And then taking both arms now above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Point the toes and push your heels away. Point and flex. Point and flex. And bring both knees now in towards your chest. Just give them a good hug and do a little rock from side to side. Okay, now this time take your right arm above your head and roll over to your right side. You just rest your head into that right arm and let your body relax here. Slowly coming up. Okay, just take both hands now behind your back. Take your left hand past your right wrist. Breathe in as you breathe out, folding forwards. Slowly coming up. And let's finish off with our 3 shantis. So we're just dedicating those shantis outwards to all beings, to our loved ones, our family, our friends. And shanti means peace. Okay, so you stand in that peace outwards. Okay, empty the lungs. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Remember to, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Subscription is free. I really appreciate it. Thank you.